Hey, y'all. Let me ask you something. Did your old man ever do that thing where he takes a butter knife and he's desperately trying to get that last portion of ketchup out of the ketchup bottle because he doesn't want to waste anything? Like, by God, there's some ketchup in there somewhere and I'm going to get it, right? Is Hollywood doing that with the Alien franchise, with Alien Romulus? I mean, are they so desperate to get blood out of this alien turnip? Well, I'll discuss this in this episode of Movies America Live.
In a world where the number of movies available is great, but many are so bad, you'll learn a new definition of hate. One man sifts and reviews through the movie sludge. One man will be the movie cop, jury, and judge. He goes by many names, but you know him by Movies America.
Hey there, everybody. Hey, this is your humble host, Van Ebert, and I want to welcome you to this latest episode of Movies America Live. Yes, the spoiler-free flavor of Movies America. As we go over Alien Romulus, yes, they're still churning out Alien movies here to this day. But real quick, just want to first welcome my movie maniacs and my fellow freedom-fueled film fanatics. You know who you are. And you can also get in the live chat here, okay? So if you're checking me out on Rumble or on YouTube or Pilled, it's not just going to be, just yapping about Alien Romulus today. I want you to yap about Alien Romulus as well, right back at me, okay, everybody? So this is supposed to be a back and forth situation here. So if you've seen Alien Romulus, or if you have any questions about Alien Romulus and you haven't seen it or whatever, hey, shoot your questions at me, okay? Throw some comments my way in the live chat. By all means, go crazy. Or, hey, talk about any of the previous Alien movies, okay? I'm sure we've got some James Cameron's Aliens fans out there, right? Am I right? Game over, man. Game over. Some Hudson, Bill Paxton fans out there. You can go crazy. You can go nuts out there and whatnot. So, but we're going to get into some Alien Romulus here. And Alien Romulus. Okay, so this is the latest Alien movie, obviously, like I already said. And I believe it's the first one in a while that hasn't been directed by Ridley Scott. Of course, Ridley Scott did Prometheus and Alien Covenant, and of course did the very first Alien movie back in 1979 that kicked everything off. But this one is directed by Fede Alvarez, and you might know Fede Alvarez from the Evil Dead movie that came out back, I think, in 2013, and then he just did a pair of Don't Breathe movies, which were all pretty good. I'm a big fan of the Evil Dead movie he did, and Don't Breathe, and the two Don't Breathe movies that he did as well. So, I was looking forward to that. But this is, so the plot, I'll just kind of give you a little bit of the plot here of Alien Romulus. And so it starts out with our main character, our main protagonist named Rain. And she is working on a mining colony or a mining planet there for the criminal, the corrupt, the evil Weyland-Yutani Corporation that we've come to know and loathe from previous Alien movies. And so she thinks her time is up. She thinks like, hey, I've put in my mining hours and I don't have to, so I'm ready to get off this planet and move on to better days, to sunnier options. It's my time to, I'm a peacock. You got to let me fly. Okay. It's my time to shine. And she gets told by some crappy Weyland-Yutani bureaucrat, like, wrong. You've satisfied your number of hours to work here, but since we have a shortage of workers, we're extending the number of hours or years or whatever that you need to work in order to be able to get your freedom, so to speak. And so she's like, what the hell? Like, crimping my plans. What the hell? I had a nice stay at the Holiday Inn Express. I'll plan on this other planet. Now my plans are kaput. Okay, and so she gets a well-timed call from her one of her friends in this movie, letting her know, hey, you know what? Come on over. We got this plan to get off the planet, and we'll never look back, and that kind of thing. So part of the plan is they're going to take a ship up to this what they think is a spaceship floating up above the planet they're on right now, and they're hoping to take that ship and zip over to this supposedly nicer planet that they all want to get to, to get their freedom and that kind of thing. And so, of course, on this ship, or what they think is a ship, that's where the whole aliens, carnage and action and all that goes down. And so I'm not going to go into any more of the plot there. That lays the framework for the rest of the movie right there. And I do see here in live chat here, because like I said, you guys can live chat with me here, and you know what, we've got some live chat business, and business is booming. All right, and we got some Asian X6, and we got Unfolding Joker here in the comments right there, and we got Asian X6, and he's raising a toast here. He's ready to rock and roll into this episode right there, because not only is alcohol consumption allowed and condoned during Movies America Live, it's encouraged. Okay. And then we have Unfolding Joker here gracing us with his awesome presence. Looking forward to this movie. Well, Unfolding Joker, we'll see how long that lasts. With depending on how long you stick around for this episode there. So, but hey, everybody can judge for themselves right there, but just warning you right there. Right there. So let's get into a little bit more of Alien Romulus here. I forgot the name of the movie there for a second. So now, for what it's worth, I really, really wanted to like this movie. I mean, like I said before, I dig what director Fede Alvarez has done so far with that aforementioned Evil Dead movie and those aforementioned Don't Breathe movies. I thought he could bring some new ideas that even grizzled veterans of the Alien franchise, like myself, would find actually entertaining. I've seen a bunch of bursting chest, insert Sydney Sweeney joke here, tons of face huggers and xenomorphs chasing people around in various alien movies. I've been around the block, insert Kamala Harris joke here. And all that is old news to me. The chest bursting and the face huggers and all that's old news to me. I've seen it all. I need something fresh and compelling from Alien Romulus. Instead, we get Fede Alvarez doing an Alien fan film. All right, he copied so many things from the Alien films before this. The things that are different that you see in this movie, there are some things that are different, but they're so insignificant. Okay, they're not major players in the movie, but they're insignificant, like us getting to see a Weyland-Yutani mining planet and its workings for the first time at the beginning of the film. That was kind of interesting to go with the kind of haunting, quiet opening title sequence where they have this ship that's just kind of floating out there in space, and they come upon this asteroid that they capture, and it's just this really very down, quiet, haunting sequence. And so, but after that, then they show us this mining planet that Rain, the main character, is on right there. Again, like I said, that was kind of interesting. After that, it turns into a now that's what I call Alien Volume 73 CD that you can buy for $49.95, 1-800-777-2547. That's what I call Alien Volume 73. Remember those CDs? Now that's what I call music. It just turns into this. Now that's what I call Alien Volume 73 CD version of an Alien movie. Again, all these hits from prior Alien films, and it just leaves out none of them right there. Okay, I mean, you get stuff even ripped off from Alien 3 and Alien Resurrection. Actually, Resurrection might very well be the movie it rips off the most. I'll go over exactly what these previous movies it borrows, or from these previous movies, like what it does, what it borrows from those movies, what exactly is out there, and what it copies from those other movies during the spoiler-heavy show that I'll do this Thursday. Now, people love to pile on Resurrection and Prometheus and Alien Covenant and others, but at least they tried out some new ideas. I mean, did they all work? No, but they didn't go the lazy, safe, predictable route. Alien Romulus does have its uses, though. All right, it's a good way to tell who is easily impressed or who hasn't seen the previous Alien films, or it's been a while since they've seen them. If you're any of those three categories, you'll have a better chance at being impressed by Alien Romulus. On top of that, why, it's the new big thing right now, right? I mean, you don't want to be the one not to get caught up in the Alien Romulus hype, right? I mean, get that Romulus popcorn bucket. I'm all about the current thing. Come on, yes. Everybody get their Ukraine flags in their bio, and I'll go out and see, Alien Romulus and all that. It's got to be all about the current thing. Yes, I mean, FOMO, right? I mean, you just want to be all part of all the stuff. I mean, you don't want to be the one person not being able to talk about Alien Romulus and raving all about it. You want to be you want to mix in with the crowd, right? You want to blend in. You don't want to be an individual. That's scary, being an individual and having your own opinions and stuff like that. That's scary stuff right there. So all right, so let me do this here real quick, and I'm going to tell you all about our tdpn.locals.com website here. That is the Till Death Podcast Network, is what TDPN stands for. And tdpn.locals.com, that's our website that has all our Till Death Podcast Network content, like videos and blogs and articles, all about movies and entertainment, alcohol. It's got like cocktail recipes in there. We've got stuff about politics and hot button topics of the day. My man Sean, another titan in the Till Death Podcast Network, he's got like life advice stuff out there, music oriented stuff out on Till Death, or out on tdpn.locals.com. Okay, and it's all out there in a way that you're not going to see anywhere else. Very unique. Okay, it's got its own signature to itself. And so definitely check that out. And as you see down below, if you put in promo code TDPN, then you're going to get 1 month free membership. Okay, you are going to get free reign over this website right there. Okay, so use it, abuse it. Okay, it's there for your amusement. Oh, that rhymed. I seriously didn't intend for that to rhyme, but that rhymed. I'm going to write that down. There you go. I'm going to use that from now on. I'm going to borrow that from myself. There we go. Got it. All right. We've got that logged in the logbook right there. But and then after the 1 month free membership, it's only $3 a month minimum after that to continue your VIP membership to tdpn.locals.com. Come on, $3. Come on, that's nothing. That's nothing. All right. So save your money that you were going to spend going to see Alien Romulus, because you should save your money and not see this bunk at the theater, and take that money and save it for tdpn.locals.com right there. All right. So that's just my advice right there from your friendly neighborhood van. That is absolutely correct. So, but tdpn.locals.com, get there. Do it. Yes, absolutely. All right. And also, hey, real quick, if you're still in the mood, you may not like what I've been saying about Alien Romulus here so far. It may not be the news you were looking forward to. But if you are still so inclined, please hit that like button down there on this episode right there. I mean, I know I'm the bearer of bad news here, unfortunately. It's bad news for me too. I wanted to love this movie, but yeah, hit that like button there if you would be so kind. And then also, while you're down there hitting buttons, go and hit that subscribe or follow button down there if you haven't already. Okay, if you have already, don't click it again. You'll unsubscribe or unfollow. And then also hit that notification bell down there as well if you haven't already. Now, if you don't happen to be watching this live and you're watching this the recording of it, first up, how you doing? Thanks for watching. Okay, tell a friend, tell family, and get in the comments down below if you would. Okay, I want to hear from you. Let me know what you thought of the episode. Hey, don't take it easy on me. I'm not delicate. I'm not fragile. You can let me know, man, Van, you suck, or Van, you're the best. You're the best. I'll tell you, like, you're the reason that I get on the internet. You're the prime reason. Well, hey, if you want to put that out there, by all means, I love it, and I'll read that comment about 27,000 times. There you go. All right. So, but yeah, I want to hear from you down in the comments. That would be fantabulous. All right, let's check out the comments here and all that. I don't want to leave anybody out, and we got Alien Romulus. Yeah, that's coming to a room hidden behind a curtain at a store near you somewhere there. And I was hoping it would have Romulans from Star Trek in it. Damn! Yes, from Agent X6 there. You never know. You never know. We might see some Romulans. I don't know. Would it be like the Eric Bana Romulans from Star Trek, the J.J. Abrams Star Trek movie? Who knows? Or they'd go old school Romulans from the TV series and that kind of thing. But in Agent X6, there you go. You know, you make a good point. Hey, it's not my fault if movies suck. There you go. Exactly. If I had my way, every movie would be awesome. Now, that would be a little weird because you wouldn't have any sucky movies to contrast with the good movies right there. But I'd be willing to take the chance. I mean, if for some reason, if the movie gods smiled down on us and every movie was awesome, you know what? I'd try that out. I'd test drive that vehicle, see how it works out. It might be a little weird, but it's all good. All right, let's move on with this bad boy right here because we've got plenty more Alien Romulus to talk about. Am I right or am I right? And let's get to this movie's cast, shall we? All right. Real quick here, let me take a chug off my booze here. And that's also my cue to remind you that, hey, if you guys are, you got a beverage right there, hey, yeah, chug it on down. So here we go. All right. Appreciate you guys bearing with me. I got to wet my whistle. I got to stay hydrated for this hard work. Sitting here on my ass talking about movies, I'll tell you. Coal miners and you know, gardeners don't have anything on me. I don't know, gardener farmers. That's probably a better example. They don't have anything on my work ethic. I'm really teetering over here. I'm really putting in some hard work. I'm sweating like a dog sitting here on a chair talking movies. It's really hard. But where was I? So let's get to this movie's cast. It's like studios were saying, we're losing entertainment dollars to video games that Gen Z plays. So let's do this. Let's put a bunch of bland Gen Z characters in our new Alien movie. Yes. Well, we got, pardon me, Cailee Spaeny. She plays the main character, Rain, that I mentioned earlier. And Cailee Spaeny ditches her camera and press credentials and transports her photojournalist character from Civil War that we saw earlier this year to this movie as our lead character named Ripley. Rain. Sorry. And so in that movie Civil War that we saw earlier, she was like the rookie photojournalist, like the little girl looking photojournalist in Civil War. And so she brings that to this movie. But no, she's not a photojournalist in this. She just plays another variation of a soft-spoken, unassuming character, like her character in Civil War. I did somewhat like the relationship she had with the character of Andy, a synthetic or robot that's been programmed by her dead dad to protect her. So as we find out, her dad and her mom, they died of like poisoning from the mines that they all work on that planet and that kind of thing. But Andy is like a synthetic. So basically, think of like Bishop from Aliens or Ash from Alien, okay, or David from Prometheus and Alien Covenant. So a synthetic, right? Or an artificial person, as Bishop in Aliens, preferred to be called right there. But Andy, the synthetic or robot, he's like a brother to her. And Andy, actually, I will say, Andy, the character Andy, is one of the bright spots of the movie. And he is played competently by David Jonsson, who, quite frankly, I'd never heard of David Jonsson. I can't recall ever seeing him in anything. But he's actually quite good as Andy in this. And then Jonsson, as Andy, later performs a stark transformation and actually makes it look easy, makes it look seamless for the actor. The rest of the characters, their names are Tyler, Kay, Bjorn, Navarro. I'll be honest with you, they are cookie cutter Gen Z avatars with the personalities of soggy shredded wheat sitting in milk for a week. Okay, all right. Let's go down the list. Meet Tyler, pretty boy, sweet on main character, leader of group avatar. Meet Kay, pretty girl sister of pretty boy, plot device, quarry for alien. Meet Bjorn, team insufferable jerk who everyone can't wait to see die. Meet Navarro, alien equivalent to a Star Trek red shirt, provides minority quota for movie, serves no other purpose. Press X on your controller to choose your Gen Z character for this alien movie. These meatbags for the aliens are the opposite from the characters from some other alien movies you don't want to see get hurt. Like, remember, like Ripley and Newt, right? Ripley and Newt in Aliens, you didn't want to see them get hurt. Same with Hicks and Vasquez, all right? Captain Dallas, in the original Alien, played by the great Tom Skerritt. You probably know him better, as not Jester, who was he? Anyway, from Top Gun. Okay, he was in Top Gun, Tom Skerritt. Elizabeth Shaw from Prometheus. Daniels in Tennessee from Alien Covenant. Those are all characters that, if you somewhat like those movies, you didn't want to see them, meet with any harm, right? Okay. But in Alien Romulus, I couldn't give a crap what happens to those characters. Okay. They're just all Gen Z avatars that you can pick with the X button on your controller, basically is what it is. So because of that, we instead get Alien Euphoria instead of Alien Romulus. We get Alien Euphoria with characters that, quite frankly, actually made me root for the aliens. Okay, I was in the theater. I was pretty much thinking the whole time watching this movie, aliens, get them, get them. Hey, aliens, they're right over there. Get them. Hey, facehuggers, facehuggers, facehuggers. They're over there. Get them. Okay, get them. I mean, it was pretty much that the whole time, rooting for the aliens. Okay, so how bad is that, huh? But let me check the comments right here, and there we go. All right. Hey, we got Redneck Shark here on the pilled side here. Appreciate you joining the show, checking us out right here, and ask, are you playing the movie or is this just a review? Just a review here. So yeah, definitely. I'm not playing the movie right there. I'm not going to be that guy. I want the studio to make some money. Okay, so right there. But yeah, I'm not playing the movie. But yeah, just doing a review. So it's a spoiler-free review. Redneck Shark. Just to warn everybody away from this movie. Okay, in my opinion. Okay, so Redneck Shark. Hopefully, maybe I saved you a few bucks or a whole lot of bucks by not going to see this movie unless you've already seen it. So otherwise that's a moot point if you've already seen it there. All right, and then what else we got here for reviews? Oh yeah, we got yeah. So here, let's check this out here. And there we go. We got beer. There we go. Beer, and that'll always get put up on the comments right there. And yep, coming up pretty soon here. Brew review. You got it. Gotta love it. And hey, M337. Welcome to the show. Good to see you there. I want to see that. It's all good to see you here in the show. I think this is the first time I've ever seen you here on Movies Merica Live. So appreciate you honoring us with your presence and classing up the joint right there. So absolutely. And never catch Till Death podcast live, so I'll catch Movies Merica. Yeah, there you go. Well, hey, now you know M337, and again, I appreciate you checking this out, and hopefully you become a regular. Remember, like Norm and Cliff on the TV series Cheers? Remember that? I hope all of you become my Norms and my Cliffs, right? I want you all to walk into Movies Merica Live, and I'm just like, hey, M337, how you doing? And hey, Agent X6, how you doing? Unfolding Joker, good to see you. Come on in, kick your feet up, and I was gonna say enjoy my review, but depending on what my review says, you may not enjoy it so much right there. So definitely check this out. All right. And you know what? I believe that Unfolding Joker, he's seen the show a few times and he knows what time it is right there. And we are going to get to that right now. So Unfolding Joker, get ready to be happy because it is Brew Review time. And none too early either, because apparently I've got a sore throat today, so I've got to keep my sore throat parched. I know I'm whining like a little bitch over here, but but hey, meet today's beer here for Brew Review time, and that is some Big Country Brewing Tex-Mex lager out of Austin, Texas. Yeah, they're keeping it weird still down there in Austin, Texas, and they've got a lot of homeless people down there to help them keep it extra weird. Okay, so if homeless people are weird, it's really weird in Austin right now. So, but this is just like a good light-bodied lager here. It's a good, when you're done mowing the lawn and you got the sun beating down on you and you're covered with blades of grass and you just want to cool down real quick, okay, grab yourself a little, Tex-Mex lager here. I'm not getting any money from Big Country Brewing, so this is completely impartial, completely objective review right here. Pretty good stuff. And if you like a lager that's got a little bit of kick, this has got a little bit of kick because they use like these Tettnang and Soaz hops in here. And it's also got a little bit of sweetness in there because it's got some malted barley in here as well. I actually, you know what, to be honest with you, when I drink it, I do taste a smidge of like a taste of corn tortillas. Now, to some, that might sound gross, but I stress the word smidge, okay? It's just a little bit of a smidge, okay? Just a wee little bit of corn tortilla in there, but it's really, really good. And then it also makes this beer pair pretty good with like some salt and or lime to go along with it here. So I could see this, getting a few of these getting chugged with a big old like gargantuan like Tex-Mex meal or Mexican meal or something like that. You're at a Mexican restaurant, and I love this picture because now it's making me hungry. But when you're sitting you're at a Mexican restaurant and you're sitting there at the table, all of a sudden they bring out like this big freaking plate of like enchiladas or fajitas or something like that, and you hear the fajitas and they're sizzling and shit. And then you're chowing down your tasty fajitas along by drowning them with some Tex-Mex lager right here. So, I mean, is everybody getting hungry out there that's watching right now? I know I'm getting hungry right there. So, Brew Review time is getting everybody just licking their lips. I'm getting so hungry there. Thanks, man. But yeah, it's got 5.6% alcohol by volume. It's got an IBU rating of 15. IBU International Bitterness Units is what that stands for. But really good, really good. I really dig this Big Country Tex-Mex lager and from Austin, Texas. Now, as weird and as jacked up as Austin, Texas is, since it is pretty much like San Francisco South, one thing that they do, or a couple of things they do very well is barbecue and brewing beer down there. So, but let me take a tug off this bad boy real quick here, if I may. Here we go. Ooh, that's Big Country good. Yeah, there we go. All right, so grab yourself some Big Country Tex-Mex lager. You'll probably have to go someplace like Uber Eats Uber Eats actually delivers booze, but you guys probably already knew that already. You can go to like drizzly.com is a website you can go to, or Open Bar. That's an app you can get on your phone. Those are some outlets where you can get some beer that normally you might not be able to get your hands on in your area, but they can grab it and deliver it your way there. So I put that out there because I don't want to be hogging all the big country Tex-Mex lager. I want you to be able to get your hands on some of it too, everybody. Okay, so all right, and with that that burp, it's time to adjourn this brew review time. I knew it. Agent X6. Now I'm hungry. Yes. Yeah, I know. It's after every episode on Sundays when I do this Movies America Live, I pretty much I starve myself all day long, like before I do the show, because I'm so busy with all the prep, all the research, all the deep dives that I do for this show, for you, everybody, for you. Okay, and I starve myself. So by the time the show is over with, man, my stomach is growling and I'm just famished, man. I just want to scarf anything down right there. I mean, it's like I pretty much I got my phone right here. I'm surprised I'm not trying to eat my phone right now. So I will be feasting after the show. Okay. But it's a small sacrifice for me to make to provide some infotainment for you guys. Okay. So there we go. All right, let's do this here real quick. I got some more random thoughts about Alien Romulus because it's an Alien Romulus episode of Movies America Live, for better or for worse. So some random thoughts is I do have to say that the production design is excellent. The Weyland-Yutani Corporation mining planet was impressive. Okay, the way it looks, it mildly reminded me of the look of L.A. in Blade Runner. Okay, so Ridley Scott's legendary Blade Runner movie from 1982 kind of looked like that, kind of a smaller scale version of that. The look of the space station and how it was floating above the rings of the planet was done very well. So the visual effects are very good in this movie. Still not near as good as what production designer Arthur Max did in Prometheus. Okay, so that's the thing about Prometheus. Even with people that hate that movie, one constant refrain I hear from them about Prometheus is it's a beautiful looking movie. It's a badass looking movie. It looks great. Okay. They just don't like the story. They don't like the characters and that kind of thing, but it's an impressive looking movie right there. And this movie, Alien Romulus, doesn't look quite as impressive as Prometheus, but it's pretty close. Pretty close. Also, it doesn't measure up to what Peter Lamont, the production designer from the original Aliens, James Cameron's Aliens, it's not quite up to that par there as well, but still pretty good. Another random thought about Alien Romulus is Fede Alvarez, again, the director, decided to bring back a very familiar face from a previous Alien movie, and it is done so badly. Okay. Just think of something they tried to do in the movie Rogue One a few years ago, and that's your hint of what I'm talking about. I'm not going to spoil it, okay? And with what they did, my consensus is it's just better to wait until the technology is believable and just slowly back away, okay? All right, just back it on up, okay? I mean, it's the way that they bring this face into the movie. It takes some people out of the movie, from what I've heard. Okay, like in other reviews of Alien Romulus, even with people that like this movie, they even say that this whole thing took them out of the movie, and they like the movie. Okay, it's that bad. What I'm talking about. Okay. And then my other my last random thought about this movie is the soundtrack is nothing spectacular. Okay. Composer Benjamin Wallfish has to compete with movie soundtrack legends Jerry Goldsmith and James Horner before him. Both of these great composers are no longer with us, sadly, including James Horner, who who was taken from us way too soon. James Horner was like maybe 30, like in his 30s or his 40s when he died in a plane crash right there. And James Horner, you would also know him. He did the soundtrack to Titanic and to 48 Hours and Commando, bunch of Braveheart. Okay, he did the Braveheart soundtrack. James Horner. Okay, taken from us way too soon. But but their Alien movie soundtracks, they live on. We can enjoy their Alien movie soundtracks, indefinitely. But Benjamin Wallfish, in the fan film spirit of everything else in this movie. So again, like I said, this movie is pretty much just a fan film. It just steals crap from other Alien movies. So in the spirit of that, Benjamin Wallfish, the composer of this movie, pretty much throws in little musical nods to previous Alien movies in here. So he just steals little musical nuggets from other Alien movies and throws them into this movie right here. So, all right, let's check out here, do a little house cleaning right there, making sure I don't want to miss any comments right here. And no, looks like we're all good to go. All right, so we're handling our business here. Everybody, handling business, handling Movies America Live business, if I may say so myself. What I want to tell you guys about right now is, so with this show right here, we are honored to have a sponsor for this show. And the sponsor that I speak of is one Flip City Magazine. And you may be asking yourself, what is Flip City Magazine, Van? Well, I shall tell you, my friends. So Flip City Magazine is filling the void that was deserted by Mad Magazine and Cracked. Okay, remember Mad Magazine and Cracked from back in the day, where you could grab yourself a Mad Magazine and just dependably grab yourself a laugh, a giggle, right? Like you just pick up your Mad Magazine and you knew that something in Mad Magazine, that crazy Alfred E. Newman. Oh my God, what a crazy guy. What me worry? You could read Mad Magazine and just depend on getting a good laugh from it. Well, unfortunately, Mad Magazine and Cracked have allowed themselves to be assimilated into the woke Borg, okay? But not so with Flip City Magazine, all right? It's going to ably take the place of Mad Magazine and Cracked right there. But allow me to have them tell you more about Flip City themselves.
I love Flip City. It has brought new types of badassery and integrity to the print medium.
Genuinely cutting, but also funny, and obviously just chaotic and very fun.
All right. So, yes, that should have enticed you to grab yourself some Flip City Magazine. And we're making it very easy for you because we have a handy Flip City link in the description down below. And all you got to do is click on that link and then pick out Flip City and grab yourself some Flip City Magazine and then put in the promo code field, put in the promo code movies. All right. And you are going to get 10% off the best non-woke comic around, okay? And it's actually even more than comics right here. I mean, take a look at this bad boy. Look at it. Look at it. Flip City Magazine. Look at the shine. Look at the gleam on that thing. I mean, it's just so cool to have a magazine that you can hold in your hand right there. You just flip through here, and it's got like comics in there as well, but it's also got some good articles right there. Let me make sure you guys can see this. See, got some good articles right there. You do have to know how to read. Okay, I'm going to assume everyone watching right now knows how to read. I basically try to get a literate audience to this show right there. So, but if you happen to be a illiterate member of my audience, my suggestion is learn how to read really quickly and grab yourself some Flip City. All right. And again, we're making it very easy for you. Just click on that link in the description down below. All right. So get it done, people. Get yourself some laughs on demand right there. Also, it's cool. Flip City, you can hold it. You can it's a magazine. You can have it in your hand and you can feel it in your fingers and all that stuff. Excellent. Excellent right there. All right. And we've got some good feedback to a comment that I put out there. So I put out there, I'm starving. I've got Philly cheesesteak meat or fajita chicken. What should I have for lunch after the show? And Asian X6 stepped up to the plate like the fucking man that he is. And he says, both are good, but nothing beats a great Philly cheesesteak sandwich. Hard to argue with that. Okay. When you're right, you're right. So, and also I've got like some onions and some mushrooms I was going to throw in there with it. Again, obviously some cheese, that goes without saying. I was going to spice up that bad boy there as well. So thank you, Asian X6, for being the deciding factor in there. Hopefully the hardest choice I'll have to make all day has been made right there. Okay, so all right. So one thing that I like to or try to warn everybody about with every movie that I review is I want to warn you about wokeness in movies, right? Because if I would have done this show 25 years ago, I would have never needed this segment, right? Like we didn't know woke from choke right back 25, 30 years ago. Okay. Like, did Siskel and Ebert have a woke segment to their show? No, because you didn't have to worry about movies trying to teach you a lesson and trying to be school lessons instead of trying to entertain you. But nowadays, sadly, we live in this era where too many times, more often than I would like, movies try to be woke after school specials instead of trying to entertain you. So, in regards to Alien Romulus, is this a woke after school special? I would say no, okay, because I really couldn't spot anything. I mean, if I had my woke radar sensitivity level in my brain chip cranked up to 11, I might have questions about the random beating of a black character that they have like early on in the movie. The black character is Andy that I was telling you about earlier. That just gets thrown in the movie arbitrarily. So he's just sitting there and there's some, I think they're white kids or someone that's beating up on this black character. Now, I don't know if Fede Alvarez, the director, Fede Alvarez was just trying to create like a race baiting reminder that black people get beat on. Of course, while ignoring the numerous occasions of some black people pummeling white people we see on the news, right? Now, it could be nothing more than Alvarez just wanting to illustrate the timid nature of Andy and, that he's a friendly synthetic who absolutely will not harm humans no matter what they're doing to him, as long as they're not a danger to Rain. Because remember, like I said before, his prime directive as a synthetic is make sure no harm comes to Rain. So I guess if these little punks were going after Rain, then Andy would go into ass-kicking mode and take care of business right there. And that might be all there was to the scene. Maybe Fede Alvarez was just trying to drive home that point. I don't know. But I would think that only if I had my woke radar sensitivity level in my brain chip cranked up to 11 right there. So, all right. So let's do that here. But that's all I have to say about wokeness in this movie. I really don't think there's really much in there, if anything, right there. And Agent 6 says, yeah, that would be delicious. Yes. Yeah, it would be delicious. I don't know why I said it very creepily like that, but there we go. All right, enough about that. So, all right, well, here, right now, what I want to do is just let you guys know that if you guys happen to be watching the show here live and you guys are picking up what I'm putting down enough to where you appreciate it enough to throw a little money my way, okay, you most certainly can do that. What you can do is, if you're on the pilled side, you can give me what's called gold pills, okay? And on the pilled.net side, gold pills actually equate to real world money, okay? So on pilled, gold pills aren't just these little gold little things you see on the website right there. If you get a certain number of gold pills, you get real world money that you can transfer to a real world bank account, okay? And so, in pilled, you just got to click on the gold pill button, and you could just give me a certain number of gold pills if you appreciate what I'm doing enough there. If you're on the Rumble side, you can give me what's called a Rumble rant. And how you do that is down by where you type in a live chat. Just click on the button with a dollar bill sign on it or a dollar sign on it, and just choose how much you want to donate and throw my way as far as good old cash. And then if you're on the YouTube side, you can give me what's called a super chat. And down there in YouTube, it's pretty much the same way it is in Rumble. Down by where you put in your live chat message, just look for a button that in YouTube or on YouTube, it's a dollar bill in the button. And then when you click on that dollar bill button, it'll ask you how much you want to throw my way, okay? And that's all there is to it. Very easy, very simple. So simple, even I can figure it out right there. So if that doesn't illustrate how easy it is, I don't know what will right there. Okay, so enough begging for money from me. And, whoa, look at that Agent X6 stepping up to the plate, throwing a $5 Rumble rant right there. Yeah, dig that. That's excellent. Great to see that right there. And 1,000 thanks for you, Agent X6 son. Yes, there you go. You have honored my family name, and we are very, 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 very appreciative for you. All right. That's going to help me buy more Philly cheesesteak, ingredients after today right there, because I'm going to need more, because I'm going to scarf down on that. That is for sure right there. But again, yeah, thank you for the $5 Rumble rant, Agent X6 right there. You were a man among men right there. Absolutely. So, okay. So my final thoughts on Alien Romulus is, as much as I was really hoping I wouldn't have to say this about Alien Romulus, I can't lie to you and tell you to spend your hard-earned money on this at the theater. I can't do it. All right, I'm not that devious, okay? Save some dough and don't go. And just know you can wait for it on HBO. Hey, that rhymed. Hey, I like that. That rhymed too. I'm on a rhyming streak in this episode right there. I got to say right there. So, and yes, I still call it HBO. I will never call it Max. Okay, it's always going to be HBO for me. That's what I grew up on, is HBO for sure. Okay, so all right. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to do a little check on Pilled here in the live chat and see if anybody is still live out there on the live chat on Pilled. So if you're out in the Pilled live chat, just real quick, just throw a comment up my way. Say, hey, I'm still here. I'm checking you out, that kind of thing. Because what I'm going to do is, if I see any signs of life on the Pilled side of the live chat, I'm going to do what we call releasing the scratching. Yes, I'm going to throw some money their way. All right, so I'm going to make it worth their while to join me on the Pilled side. And so what releasing the scratching means is, so you ever see those chambers where they have like the dollar bills just flying everywhere? You're going to grab as many dollar bills as possibly can. The wind's all blowing everywhere and whatnot. Well, with releasing the scratching, you don't even have to grab the dollar bills. I'm going to release the scratching, which means gold pills are going to drop down from the sky like manna from heaven, and then anybody in the live chat on the Pilled side can get all grabby. Okay, get grabby. No, not Joe Biden type grabby. Don't get charges pressed against you. Don't do that. But just grabby with some gold pills there, and they can make some money. But I'm only going to do that if I see signs of life over there on the live chat and on the Pilled side right there. Otherwise, not going to bother, to be quite frank with you. And it looks like it's a dead planet over there on Pilled right now, in particular. So, but hey, that saves me the trouble of releasing the scratching. So, all right, less work, less muss, less fuss. All right, but real quick, I just want to thank everybody again. All right, I'm honored that you have checked out this show live. You got in a live chat. Okay, so I just want to thank everybody in the live chat there. We had Redneck Shark over on the Pilled side earlier. Agent X6, I'll tell you, just putting in some serious work. M337, Unfolding Joker, kicking ass and taking names over in the live channel on the Rumble side. And Agent X6 with $5 Rumble rant. Just putting in some good service and making me proud here on Movies America Live. And real quick here, again, hit that like button there if you would on this episode, all right? So, and if you're watching this later on, if you're watching the live chat or watching the show, the recording of it, please, just real quick, hit the like button down there real quick. Very easy, okay? It's calling to you. Hit me, okay? So hit that like button down there. And then if you haven't already, hit that subscribe or follow button on the platform that you happen to be watching this episode on. If you would be so kind, I would appreciate that, okay? And then the notification bell down there is down there ready and waiting for you to click on that if you haven't already as well. All right, so we're getting ready to wrap up this episode right now, everybody. But hey, like I always say, get out there, people. Those movies aren't going to watch themselves. See ya.
Hey, everybody! Hey! I got the police after me. They're coming after me, okay? But I got just enough time to ask you. Just like this video, if you would, and then subscribe to this channel, okay? I'm gonna be in handcuffs pretty soon. I gotta tell you. Hey, so before they haul me off, make sure you watch these videos over here, okay? And thanks for watching this video and the Till Death Podcast Network, okay? I gotta go.